you will see a lot of people on social media saying, पुरानी सभ्यता पे जाओ, अच्छा आचरण रखो, अच्छी तरह से बात करो वगैरह. But they are the, if you see their tweets in all, they are the people who are most lacking in social polish. How do you explain this? Do you agree with this? How do you explain this, and what is the remedy for their preaching social civility but engaging in brazenness?
I don't see that. I do see a lot of Lumpen elements on social media, but so in our life. If you have an education system as flawed, disastrous, it is mass producing Lumpens. Students don't learn well, you know. The whole countryside is filled with 8वीं fail, 9वीं napaas, people who've got 12वीं ka certificate but can't read 2 sentences in any language of the world or write even in their mother tongue. When you have mass-produced Lumpen elements, you're not paying attention to that. You only pay attention to their running amok here, there, wherever. They do wish to be part of, and somebody who's taught in Delhi University for long years before, by the way, I'm no more a professor at CSDS. I am now what they call Maulana Azad National Professor of ICSSR. बहुत बड़ा title है, but anyway, भूल जाता है मुझे उसका details भी. Anyway, the point that I'm making is, as somebody who's taught in Delhi University, I feel ashamed to admit that my colleagues in the teaching community would come and play tennis, would come and play cards, would do share bazari in the staff room, not go and teach. This is happening in Delhi University. So one can well imagine teacher absenteeism, lack of teaching skills. When you have that kind of army of Lumpen elements, Lumpenized youth, Modi ji keeps talking about aspirational India. Yes, they're aspirational, but they don't have any skills to fulfill those aspirations. So that frustration between aspiration, because now you can actually, thanks to TV, thanks to social media, actually have a glimpse of the life of the rich and famous, of the elite. Earlier they didn't, so they didn't even know what they really wanted. And you don't pay attention to that, then you will have a certain number of people. And again, India is the only country in the world where people are illiterate in their mother tongue and proud to be so. अंग्रेजी ने सबका बैंड बजा दिया है, क्योंकि मदर टंग पढ़नी नहीं, हिंदी आनी नहीं, अंग्रेज ना हिंदी तो सब स्टैंडर्ड नौकरों की भाषा है और अंग्रेजी आनी नहीं. तो ऐसे लिंग्विस्टिक क्रिपल्स हैं, वो सोशल मीडिया पे भी वो देखते हैं, फिर वो माँ बहन की गाली तो हर भाषा में आसानी से आ जाती है. So we better pay attention to what is producing the Lumpen responses. But those who really believe in our civilizational values, and there are plenty, and the good thing is that they were demeaned for too long. Even to acknowledge them was considered a crime. I remember first time, many years ago, when I wore a pendant with the Om written on it, my very leftist colleagues, oh, Hindutwavadi ban gayi, Sanghi ban gayi. Om is the first word our mothers teach us. And even that became so suspect. When you demean it so much, then I think that counter assertion is necessary. Some are doing it in a very enlightened manner. Today, the kind of material that I get to read on ancient Indian history, medieval Indian history, I didn't get in my JNU history department. All the scholars that taught me, the great eminent historians, I get much better quality. That's available. But then, of course, there are others who are just expressing their angst. They know something was wrong, but they don't know how to express it because they're not well read. So we better pay attention to our education system.